people and say what's up and keep it moving.
Ladies and gentlemen, A60 is back on location. About to get this interview in. Since I've been in New York, I've had a lot of great conversations, but this was a must interview. Well overdue, waited too long, but he's cornered now, so I got him. He can't run. I'm sitting in his house. I actually used to sleep on this couch. Maybe it was this one. I don't know if they switched the couches around, but I know I slept on one of these couches. And the kids were jumping all over me. So I'm telling you, I know for a fact, I know this crib inside and out. But we're not just interviewing someone that I respect. If you don't know who he is, if you don't respect him, that is your fault. I'm telling you, this is a legend, Hall of Famer, and if he's not on your first ballot list, then you ain't doing it right. I'm here to tell you, he's done it in all parks, he's done it in tournaments, he's done it in different pitches, he's raised a lot of kids, not just me personally. He's also the only person who have my college jersey. I don't give that away to just anybody. So without saying too much, I'm going to bring in the man of the hour, Mr. Derek Oliver. Look at this introduction right here, baby.
What's up, brother?
What's up with you, family? I appreciate you.
I appreciate you. Thank you.
Man, thank you for coming.
Thank you for having me on.
Man, I mean, it's well overdue.
You had to come all the way from Texas to come to track me down, so you know.
Sometimes you gotta get on the plane to get what you want.
Yeah, well, you got it.
Man, I really appreciate this, man.
You got it.
It wouldn't be right to not start this interview without sending condolences to the family. Shout out to Glenn Oliver,
Yes.
Mr. 42.
R.I.P. bro.
My
sister Show.
Family. So, there's no way we could do that without doing this interview without shouting them out before we do it.
Yeah. It's been a rough 7 months, but we're going to get through it.
That's what's up. Man, where did softball start with you? When did you start doing softball?
Man, softball started with me when we lived on Bainbridge Street, man. Just watching my brothers play. My brother Kevin, my brother Marvin. They used to be in Brevoy Park, just Brevoy projects, just playing. They had the field in the middle of Brevoy, and all of the OGs from back then, they was just out there playing, man, just doing it. I just used to sit there and watch them. Like, I really had no interest in softball. I was just playing baseball off the wall, or we going to the park and hit with the stick. But as I got older and started playing baseball, I followed my brothers with that, with the baseball. They Marvin, Glenn, Kevin. Kevin was good. That dude, he should have been there. He played with Willie Randolph, Pete Falcone, and all them dudes.
Jefferson?
Boys High.
Okay.
But he played with them at youth service.
Oh, he played at youth service. Yeah, man. Ramirez and them boys. I played with man.
And Donnie Harris and my brother was on the same team in high school.
Oh, wow.
You can ask Donnie about Kevin. He said Kevin was the truth. Yeah. But I followed Kevin from the gas company, started playing softball, and that's how I got into it, man. That's how I got into it.
But I heard you was a beast at Boys High.
I did my thing.
Why we gotta be humble now? I'm in front of you now. You ain't on the phone. You ain't gotta do that to me, man. Let's come on, tell the people what it is.
Listen, man. I played against Sean. Them dudes, forget about it. You had Cesar, that Thomas Jefferson was loaded. Brooklyn Tech, Albert Toledo. The list just goes, bro. Yeoman, he went to where he go? He went to Los Angeles. Yeoman, this dude was something. He was a piece of work. We play youth service. All of us play youth service together. But who else? My man Albert Toledo. That was my dude. Louis De Los Santos. Us three, we play youth service. Yeah, Louis De Los Santos, Kansas City Royals, Detroit Tigers. I think Al, he went. I don't know what ever happened to him, but I know he messed his arm up. He was one of the greatest pitchers back then. I faced him, Boys Tigers Tech. Yeah, I got him a couple times, but you know. And then you got Louis De Los Santos. This dude, he was the funniest dude, man. He played for Newtown.
Newtown.
Yeah.
I remember Newtown.
Yeah. I had my man Louis Lopez, Coco, Paul Winfield, Isaac Eileen, Wingate, who else? Uh, yeah, my God, back catch for us. Carvel.
Carvel. We were talking about Carvel the other day.
Dude right there.
We were talking about Carvel the other day.
I mean, we used to get busy, man. We had a team, but we used to go. We went to a lot of tournaments playing baseball, man.
Mm-hmm.
That was my goal, man, just to make it, But things happen.
When did you get into softball? Being that you was doing hardball, you was playing at a high level. When did you jump into softball?
I jumped into softball when I got out of high school, while I was still playing baseball, and I once I got to working on the job, that's when the softball came in. So my pops was there, my brother. I said, now you got to play in this team. So that's how I got in.
What was the team?
That was the Dukes.
The Dukes. Okay. Is that
the gas company team? That's the team that I won. We won like 6 championships in a row.
You owe me a jersey.
Well, I think
because I played and I didn't get a jersey. I'm just like you took me out there.
Yeah, that was after the fact. That's when they said I was bringing rings.
Yeah.
Everybody else was bringing ringers, so I'm bringing ringers.
Right.
But my pops and them got me involved, and you know who got me involved in that? That St. John's League was Boz, because Boz played on our team also.
Great shortstop.
Boz was the greatest shortstop that ever played out there. Boz, Kokomo, and Rico used to come to my games and watch. Big D. They used to come to the gas company field and watch me play. Kokomo gave me the ultimate. Told me, you can't hit that ball out of St. John's. You know how he used to talk. Mm-hmm. I'm sitting there, I looked at him. Now, I'm a little guy. They see me hitting the ball out there. So that was his way of daring me to come. Mm-hmm. So I said, I'll come out there on a Saturday and work out with y'all. And I came out there on a Saturday, worked out with them. At first, I just, I had to get a little acclimated. But after that, I started tanking the ball. Them dudes was looking at me like, who's this dude? Ray Haskins and them was on the other end. It was, I think it was Coach Ray was down there. Ray even said to me, Ray was my gym teacher in high school. He was my gym teacher. Did not know that I was playing softball out in St. John's. He gave me the look like, why you didn't tell me you played softball? I said, I didn't know you was out here, coach. Because he would have snatched me. It was the craziest story. That was funny.
That's a good one to go into USA because I know USA is doing their thing.
Yeah.
So you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's a good one. That's a good one.
Had Munch, Magic, all them dudes, man. Munch, Glenn, boys high. We all played on the same team. I was a freshman, they were seniors. Yep. So that's how I got acclimated to playing baseball with them dudes. And Glenn, Munch, Magic, they go back. When I was a little kid, I used to go to their house on Gates Avenue. So it was crazy because Glenn and them Popcorn, they had the team, the Skulls. Chili Mo was on that team. They had some ball players. But I never played for. They never let me play on that team. I was too little. But I just when I came to St. John's and Green Machine was my first team, man. I sat them. Literally, I was getting ready to get cut. They was gonna cut me from the team.
Bruh.
I don't know. I had to make the cut. Remember, everybody had to try out back then. It was all about trying out for the team. I think what Marvin and them did, they was breaking my balls. That's what they did. Because they told me, you was the last one to make the cut. I said, all right. So I was on the bench. I was sitting on the bench. Lenny was the left fielder. My man Lenny.
Lenny Benjamin?
Not Lenny Benjamin. Another Lenny. Lenny Benjamin. That was my dude too.
Yeah, Lenny was cold.
That was my bro right there. He played for Erasmus. That dude, boy, he was something.
Lenny was
He could do it all, man. I miss that dude right
all
there,
over, man.
Yo, I mean,
love that dude, man.
he used to watch me in parade grounds, bro.
Wow.
He watched me in parade grounds. He told me a story. I ain't even gonna go into that story.
No, tell the story. Come on, we're here. This is your day.
He told me, he said, yo, he came to me, he said, yo, bro, he says, you don't understand. He says, I used to watch you in the parade grounds. He said, I used to sit there and watch you how you used to play and hit. And he says, that's why I just he said I gotta do the same. He wanted to do the same thing. And he did it, man. Lenny did it. Lenny was a beast at Erasmus. He was
I didn't even know Lenny went to Erasmus.
Yo, bro.
Right off the street. That's the hood school, bro.
We was like 12 years old, bro, when we met. And we just came up, our kids came up together, everything. Yo.
You know, before I go into any of these other questions, I'm gonna ask you this question, because you know I'm gonna hit you.
Mm-hmm.
I can hit you. Why these dudes don't respect you like they should be respecting you?
I don't know, man. You know what? It don't even bother me, man. I just come out there to play ball and I do my thing. And that's all I do. Listen, let me tell you something.
That's just coming from
your
little brother. That's coming from me.
Listen, you know who respect me? My man, TC, Tony Cherry. That's all that matters to me. And the people that really show love to me, they know who they are. I respect them, they respect me. You know, so you ain't gotta respect me. Listen, I respect everybody game. I don't sit there and say nothing about nobody game. Your game is your game. If I can help you, I try to help you. If you don't want my help, no problem. You do what you do. That's the way it is. You gotta respect me, but you know what? You'll see down the road. A lot of them know what it is.
I remember first time seeing you hit the ball at the park, and I was like, yo, there's no way we're the same height and the dude hitting the ball like that. But I remember you pulling me to the side and saying, you just can't be running that fast. You got to learn how to really hit this pitch. So, and then you pulled me to the side and you kept working with me the whole time. This is when I first started on.
Mm-hmm.
So I first started, I said, I'm quitting this pitch. It sucks. I can't hit this.
All I was doing was pulling it. I was a pull hitter.
And he was like, come on, just keep trying. Just keep trying. Remember, we started Board Ed.
Right.
Before that.
With Snoop and all
Snoop was doing Board Ed.
Playing at Grover Cleveland High School.
You helped a lot of people's careers, and they ain't even giving you that respect.
It's all good, man. You know what? I'm behind the scenes. Put it like that. Let them rock out. I done did my part. I ain't got to prove nothing to nobody. I've done what I've done. I've talked to people. I try to help people. I was in the park Saturday, and a couple of guys came over to me and told me, yo, thank you for, helping me out. Lil JB, he came over to me. He said, yo, Unc, he came and gave me a hug. He said, yo, this is the only guy that helped me when I needed the help, when I was learning how to hit this pitch. I was shocked that he even, I told him, I said, yo. He said, nah, Unc. He said,
why would you be shocked like that? He grew up around.
He grew up around
his uncles. With his uncles.
Family.
He grew up.
Yeah, we like all family.
Exactly. So
we've been
that's
around.
nothing new.
That's why I always try to help people. Even if the guys on the other team and I'm playing, I try to help you. I'm not the greatest hitter in the world, but I know how to hit the ball. I learned as I got older. I learned how to go the opposite way because I played in open fields, playing with Tony Cherry. Chris agrees to have us down in Kingston Park. He said my hand speed was so fast, I had to learn how to slow it down. But I had the power to go that way. And after a while I developed it. And you know what? I always say, I ain't got to hit a home run all the time. I can hit a gap somewhere and I'm still, as long as I got the wheels, I'm going to run.
That's a good question now. Yeah, see, I can hit him with those questions because I know him. I can hit him. I guess my other question to you is, so all the games you played in Kingston Park, tell me some of the teams you played for.
Ooh.
Not Kingston, but just, let's start with St. John's.
St. John's. I played Green Machine, started out. I played with USA, Genesis, who else? The Cubs. Can't forget my Excalibur team.
No, I can't.
That team was a beast. Who else? I think that's about it. Oh, Black Sox. That's right.
Kingston.
St. John's. Yeah.
Black Sox was a team. They was
We beat AL that year.
Black Sox came back.
When I hit the shot down the right field line, I was playing with Reggie's team. That was the Black Sox. If I'm not
It was
mistaken.
Kingston.
No, St. John's. That was in St. John's.
Reg, y'all had a team up in St. John's, Black Sox. Let's see what he said. He know. He know. I mean, I'm not.
That was the shot that I hit down right field line. I beat Chuck.
Oh.
Chris Howard was pitching. They thought I was going. They was trying to, I guess, walk me, and he threw something out. He threw something out. Threw something outside, and I just.
He said the last year. He said the last year.
Right.
Thanks, Reg. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Okay. Give me a game, because I've seen a game that I thought was memorable to me, Excalibur versus USA. But you played in so many games. Tell me a game that was memorable to you. St. John's, because we're going to do St. John's and Kingston, because I know you played them both.
The memorable game for me was the weekend my mother died.
Mm-hmm.
Me and my brother, we sat there and said, we're not going to the park Sunday. And we was playing against Big D, and they was on, what is this team that they had the monster team. They had Black, they had everybody. Damn. I think Sabu was a pitcher on that team too. Somebody help me out. I can't remember this team. I guess that's what happens when you get older.
You can't remember when you get older.
But that was a game where I played, and it was emotional. And I hit something left center, and I just came around the bases, and it just.
Red said Clippers.
There you go. Thank you, Red.
Thanks, Red.
That was their game. I think that was the emotional game because I had just lost my mom that Saturday, and I came out to the park Sunday, and we actually played. I actually played, but yeah, I hit one for that day. So that was memorable for me.
What's the biggest championship game you played in? Well, sorry. What's the more memorable games in Kingston?
Kingston Park was different, bro. You had some teams, but winning championships with Mo Better, you know, and the what you call Evo.
Mm-hmm.
That was the best.
Evo?
That was the best. They all felt good. You know what? We was the underdog. We was the new team on the block. We came up against Powerhouse Kenny Kings. They had everybody. Somebody didn't want me, but it worked out the way I planned.
Is that the get back?
You gotta love me or leave me alone.
That's whole.
That's it. You know, bottom line. But yeah, that was listen. It was me, Speedy, Hitman, Ricardo Hitman, not Reg Hitman. D Matamora, and with Mel, and you know, with the old with the young, and it just blended together. And you know what? I was like I tried to tell us that, like had Lefty Mike, these dudes was good.
Mm-hmm.
It was good. Got Mel leading the pump. Mel spread the ball everywhere, but the key to the whole thing, Mel was the leader of that team. I just, we fell back and let him. He the captain. You run your team. We here to play ball and win. We're not gonna be selfish, and we're gonna do what we gotta do. And it worked out because, like I told them, dudes, we ain't gotta hit home runs to win. I said base hits wins games, and all we did was boom, 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 boom. Yeah, Speedy, it was great, man. That was Kenny King. Those are my boys. I love them, but it felt so good to beat them because we were the underdog. They had to. Remember, the best team don't win all the time, and that was one of them one of them weekends, one of them, times that the best team didn't win. Because they damn sure had the better team than us.
Right. Okay.
But we just played our heart out.
Okay.
It was fun, man.
That seemed
I
like
had
a lot for you.
had to play against my bro B Stro, but
Right. I got to hit against him.
I had to hit against him.
I know that was different.
I know one
day
I hit a shot up the middle, and he did some reaction with his glove and caught the ball. I was like, you got it. But if I would have got that one up, that should have been gone, bro.
Mm-hmm.
But it was fun, man. At least I can remember a lot of things. There's a lot of stuff that you forget, but as we talk, it starts coming back. But now, Kingston Park was one of the toughest parks to win a championship.
Yeah, because I was going to ask you that next question. Like, what was the difference between Kingston and St. John's, especially in a championship type of town?
Kingston, you had to really know that park and play the percentages, because that park is deep left field. So you got a lot of people that try to reach it. A lot of people don't reach it.
When you went out and played, let's say I'm going to pick. Well, what pitch did you prefer that you hit better?
I was a straight in pitch person. At the arc, I didn't care for arc because everything was straight in, even with the jump. It was straight in. But once I could hit any pitch. It didn't matter. Once I mastered it, where I could go fast pitch. I was doing that fast pitch, straight in, arc. Dog, my man, dog in the house. Look at this shit. What's up, bro? How you feeling, man? Excuse me, Alan.
No, you good. You got to show us some love. What up, family? You good? Appreciate you, brother.
For all y'all don't know, my man, Dog, aka Kenny Evans, is in the crib.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Good to see you, bro. Thank you.
Same
Thank
here,
you
man.
for coming by, man.
You saw I told you I was gonna come.
Yes, sir.
Word up.
But that's what it was. I could just, growing up, we just played everything.
Mm-hmm.
So it didn't matter what it was. I was just hitting, and it was all about risk. It was all about the risk and this.
Mm-hmm.
So I could hit a fastball, forget about it. You couldn't get it fast.
But you hit the arc just as good as you hit straight in. That's why I didn't know what.
I learned the arc, and you know what? I'm sitting there, I'm looking at a ball that's coming down. I'm like, looking like a grapefruit. I'm like, you gotta be kidding. You just gotta wait until it get where you want it, and you just take it. It's a learning process for everything. And you know what? Never too old to learn. And to this day, I still learn stuff and see how people hit. I watch them. I'm like, wow, he did that inside out. Something crazy. So, still learning process.
Did you have preparation for certain games, certain teams that you like? Say, let's say Kingston, you playing with Black Sox, but you was going up against Mo Better. Did you have any type of preparation for that type of game, knowing that you were playing them?
You get hyped. If you don't get hyped, something wrong. You got to get yourself up and prepared and ready to play these games. Because if you don't, you're gonna be flat. So you make sure you eat what you eat early. Make sure you hydrated, and you go out. You get there early and you stretch and work out. Get yourself ready and prepared, and then you just you look at the elements. When game time comes, you go to do what you do.
Was the atmosphere different in Kingston than St. John's when it was playoff time?
Both of the parks were packed, but St. John's was different, bro. It was like playing in the major leagues. It was standing room only. I ain't never seen so many people in a park in my life just to come watch softball. You playing with, bro? When I came to St. John's, I was only 5'8" still. I was only 147 pounds. 147 pounds. I'm looking at Big D. I'm looking at Big Kokomo. I'm looking at Big Jeff. These dudes were 300 pounds, man. I felt like Fred Flintstone when he was playing on that team. That's how I felt. I was a little kid amongst men, bro. I'm playing with Ali, great Ali.
Rest in peace, Ali. Definitely.
That dude, that was my brother. Yeah, let me tell you something. He took me under his wing, and I just I just roll with him. Never forgot him for anything that he did for me. And even to his last days, man, I was going to his house to see him. You know, and a lot of people don't know that, but you know, that's just how me and him was, man. He was a great dude, and I miss all them dudes. Ali, Dennis, Kokomo. Heavy. My man, Heavy. Come on.
I know.
There's no words to be said about Heavy. Yo, I used to just, when we get on the road, we just follow each other, man. You know, that's just how what, yo, oh, man, he was the one that named Devontae Sumo, man. Devontae, little fat baby, man. He used to put him on his back. Come on, Sumo, I got you. That's how it was, man. Yo.
It's crazy.
Rich Murray. Come on. That's another legend. Nobody even speaks about.
Trying to get rich, man.
You can get him. All you gotta do is just call him on his phone.
He won't answer the call now.
He'll answer. Nah, but we play with some guys. Listen, I'm gonna tell you, when I first came to St. John and they put me in left field, and I'm sitting there, and I'm looking at USA play. You had Kelly Utley, you have Mike Owens, I mean, that team, you had Buster, they were loaded. You had Wu in center. And Wu knew me since I was a little kid because we grew up across the street from each other. You know, that's how that's how tight our family is.
Right.
But Kelly Utley, I have so much respect for that guy because him and Tony Cherry, because they were the left fielders. They were the best left fielders at that time out there.
Tony played the outfield.
He played left field. Kelly Utley, left field. He's a lefty. Kelly used to sit there, stand by the fence, boom, jump up, grab, snatch balls, get it in. He used to talk to me all the time when I first came in. That's why I have so much respect for him. A lot of people don't hear Kelly Utley. That dude, another legend. And he actually showed me how to play that outfield. Just by me watching him, I learned from him. Big Mo, Los Dynamicos. He's another great nobody talks about.
Big Mo. I remember when he played the Tribe, if I'm not mistaken.
He played with the Tribe. He was Los Dynamicos, the Raiders. See, when you before I came, these dudes was winning championships. They was doing their thing. So, you know, when I came in, a lot of guys was gone. A lot of the legends. So I don't know that much history, but a guy like Chili Mo, he knows.
Look what somebody said.
My man Marv.
I'm talking to a goat right now. I tell you, man. People want to see you, bro.
Marv, what's up, Marv? Thank you.
People want to see you, bro. I keep trying to tell you, man. You too humble, man. You gotta let these people know these accolades, man.
Listen, man, it ain't even about the humbleness. That's just me, man. I just sit there, come play ball, have fun, man. Listen, I got Dog here, yo. His mom's, yo. I love his mom. I remember Dog was a little kid on the sideline with the Renegades, man. He even told me, said, "Oh, I watched you all the years, man." He said, "You was one of the littlest dudes out there, and you was doing your thing." You know, yeah, it's crazy, bro. The history is unbelievable.
Yeah, and you're part of the history of that game.
And I loved it, man. Yo, St. John's was like I said, St. John's was like playing in the major leagues, bro. And I should have been playing in the major league, but unfortunately things happen.
Right.
But it's all good. The man up top made me go another route to do what I do, and that's why I had my kids. And if it wasn't for that, I probably wouldn't have had no kids. If I was in the major. You know, I would have had different kids. I wouldn't have had them. It's the truth.
That's a good one.
You know how you go to the majors, you know, you would never stayed somewhere. I would have never met my wife. You know, So I thank God for I got my kids. My kids are my kids, man. You know, and they was always at the park. You know, whether they hated it or not, but they was there. So you know, it was good times, man. And they learned and they met a lot of people in the park. That's why everybody they see them, your aunt. That's how it was. Family oriented. We had fun. There was no people wanting to fight. We sit there after the game, we eat food, we drink, we have a good time. It ain't the same, man.
That's crazy, man. So, what do you think about softball today? 'Cause I know you go out to the park every once in a while and check that out.
Oh my God.
How do you feel about it playing in that era?
You call that softball?
I call it kickball, but I don't know what.
You know what the sad part is? I tell you like this. It's all good that they got the co-ed going, but they need to get a league for just let the men, play like we used to play.
I agree with that.
That's the
See
only
that?
that's the only thing that's missing in St. John's. Let the fellas play and have fun. You can talk all the shit you want, but it ain't gotta be about no fighting nobody.
I
Just,
agree.
just play ball, have fun, man. The elements is different. The park is not the same.
Mhm.
I'm gonna tell you like this: people don't understand. The park is smaller than when we was playing. It's smaller. It's not bigger. They moved the plate up. We were back to the fence when we
I
played
haven't noticed that when I go
on the
there.
concrete. So that shot that they're hitting, nothing.
So Papa,
Go hit the fourth tree. Go tell them to hit the fourth tree, then come see me. Then we can talk. Ain't too many people hit that fourth tree, but I know a couple of people that did.
you did it?
I did it. Woo. Who else? I think Tep did it.
Big
Uh,
D.
Big D. Oh, Big D. Forget about it. Big D.
Big D is a monster.
I mean, it's a couple of people. Woo. Yeah. Nah, it's people.
Mhm.
Tony Cherry. Yeah. No. A lot of people. A lot of people don't know that.
Jamal, we ain't promoting that. We ain't promoting that.
Yeah,
right
even
now.
Molly Moore, I think, hit the
I
fourth
think,
tree.
yeah, I know Cuzzo hit
Yeah.
the fourth tree a couple of times.
Yeah.
Jamal, you hit the fourth tree in St. John's? He gonna probably say, "You do it every time." No, you didn't. Stop.
Magic.
Oh, Magic, he called because Magic, we got to get on that call. You already know. Get
Put
on
him
the line.
on. Put him on.
Nah, because it's gonna mess up the
Oh,
service. I'm not
okay.
doing that. No, he ain't gonna get on here.
Yeah, Magic's another one. Yeah, Magic was a great hitter too.
Roy, Forster.
Forster.
Yeah,
Forster
yeah,
hit it out of
yeah.
right field. So I mean, that don't count. That's Forster was Forster. Man.
Forster was cheating. And the way that dude looked like a robot. He
Yo,
was cheating.
he had a guy like Junior there. Junior. He had Fatty. Fatty. When I played.
I was gonna ask you about that comparison since you're doing that.
When I played with Fatty was different.
Look at this dude. Went between 5th and 6th Street.
My brother
See?
Marvin, you can ask him. Marvin and Fatty played together.
Mm.
Marvin knows more about Fatty than I do because they're older than me. So I missed the Fatty era as far as the stuff that he did, and he did some things. But when I came, I think Fatty was away or he had stopped playing due to circumstances beyond our control.
Right.
But other than that,
Black.
Oh, Black is another one. Absolutely. Listen, you had a guy like Bingo out there.
Bingo.
Yeah.
My man
You had the Wows. Yeah. And that was my dude. Wow, that was my dude. Gary, that was my boy.
Mm.
We got real close.
Mm.
Real close. And a lot of people don't know that, but that's my business.
Right.
And yeah, you had you had big. I mean, Outlaws was loaded.
Mm-hmm.
Outlaws had everybody. Larry had everybody in that team. Larry Edwards, come on, one of the best second basemen out there.
Mm-hmm.
You got Little Mike. Yo, we have ball players. I mean, these dudes came out to play ball, and it was fun.
Mm-hmm.
You got the Bobby Jenkins, you had the Carbos. I'm going to say my names of my Green Machine people because you don't hear them. A lot of people don't know who these people are, and if they do, they never seen them play, probably.
Mm-hmm.
But these are legends. I was a young guy, so just to remember the names of a lot of people. Phil Hill, Lenny Main. I mean,
Man, I heard about Lenny Main.
The list goes on and on, man. You had Flat Top. A lot of people don't know Flat Top. He was the pitcher for, and you had Lamont.
Mm-hmm.
May he rest in peace, my brother Lamont. Yeah, Lamont could bang.
Mm-hmm.
So we had ball players, young guys. Marvin was building a team, and we got 2 championships. I got two in a row with them. Then come the Renegades. Then come the Outlaws, all these teams, everybody building up. I mean, yo, it was the competitiveness was crazy, man. Just this, yo, if you would have seen these dudes out, I mean, these dudes they cut unreal.
You know, you play with a lot of teams that you also help. You know, teams like Evo, the family.
Yeah,
You know,
my brother,
Bucks.
I had the family, the Bucks.
And, you know, why did you choose to? Because you know you have your choice every year to play where you want. Why did you pick those teams?
Because I wanted to see those teams that wasn't doing good get up, get their props. That's why I did what I did. A lot of people wouldn't have done what I did. I played on teams that wasn't all that, but you know what? I made them better. So it didn't matter to me because you know why? I won my championships already. I won plenty of championships. See, a lot of people try to follow a championship. You know, they do things.
Yeah, flat top, throw these them picks.
Chili Mo.
I'm just kidding.
They do
What's up,
things.
Derek?
That's why.
Hey, they good?
They do things.
I'm good. I'm good.
You know what I'm talking about? I'm sorry, that was absorbing.
Okay.
They do all these.
I won plenty of championships. See, a lot of people.
That was me, Al. That's now you know another side of the chip.
Where was I? I'm sorry. Just
Pardon me,
messed
man.
me
Yes,
up.
sir.
We were just talking about you know the teams that you played for.
Oh, okay. I sat there. I went to teams that really wasn't that good, but you know what? To help a team out, I did it,
Mhm.
and it didn't bother me. You know, people were even saying, "Yo, why would you go play with?" Because I wanted them to get ball players. That's yo went over there. You know what? Come on, we're gonna go over there and help this team and make the league better, make it stronger.
Mhm.
So I won, like I said, I won my championships in different ballparks, different places. So it didn't matter to me. I wasn't chasing championships. I was just sitting here trying to just have fun, you know, to make other guys that wasn't that good, that to try to help them make them better,
Mhm.
you know. And look, that's what we did. Mike Marsh, we used to take him out to Queens with us. Me, Tony Cherry, Mike Marsh, Kiba. We went out there with Stu and them. You know how many championships we won out there? Heavy. Yo, Dougie. Yo, crazy, bro. We had fun. Just going to different places. So, championships, I can't even count how many championships I got. But, you know, that's why I did what I did as far as playing with teams that wasn't so strong. Just to help them out and get the competitiveness and see people, yo, you playing over it? Nah, I'm coming to play with you. That's how you recruit. Yo, come play with me. I'm going to this team. Let's make this team a winner.
I remember when you came and played with us with the Legends. You came to play with us with the Legends. When we first got in the league, that's me and Jamal, first team. And we didn't even know who you was at that time. He was like, yo, we got Derek Hauser coming over here to play. I knew Big D.
Right.
I said, Derek Hauser. And I'm saying, I remember telling him, Fatty, I got all these old dudes coming over here to play, man. He was like, dude, I'm telling you. They're good. But I'm young at the time. It's my first year playing.
Right.
But still, just the fact that I don't know you guys. Then you playing. I'm like, you know, you hit the ball all over the place. You know what I'm saying? Dio hit a bomb. Big D hit a bomb. Then you hit a bomb. And I'm like, yo, what in the world? So it was just crazy that you was doing that, and you was helping. You was like a player coach on the team.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Trying to help you guys, you know, just to see what it is.
Mm.
I'm not here to take nobody's spot. I'm just trying to help you out to get you to where you go. And once I get you going, you all. You know, it's like a little puppy. You sit there, you help the puppy. Once he learn how to walk, he gone.
Look, that's what Jamal just said too. Look, our first year, Dio and Ron Tillman.
Yep, that's right.
Ron Tillman.
My man, my brother Ron.
Ron used to give me, every time I get a little erratic, out. Get some now laters and some seeds. Go sit down in the
That was
corner.
hell right there, man. I
I'm
miss
like,
that.
yo, I don't need to just sit down,
Yeah,
eat these
Joe,
now
Joe.
laters. That was my
That was
man.
my bro, yo. I used
Rest
to
in
be
peace, Ron
Rest in
Tillman.
in his
man.
house all the time as a little kid, man. You kidding me? That was my family, man. Ain't nothing like Ron, Glenn, yo.
We lost a lot of brothers, man.
Lost a lot, man.
Lost a lot of softball brothers, man.
Yo,
Sisters as well.
who's my man? Big, whatchamacallit? He died at the beginning.
Coach
Monster.
Big Monster, yep.
Yo, that was my,
Bulldog.
that hurt Bulldog,
Yeah,
yeah.
Bulldogs,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? We lost a lot of people, man.
Yeah.
He's
Okay, we gotta take a quick drink champ
What's going on, man?
pee intermission.
Give me some love, guys. I ain't getting no love coming in.
Kid Dog, come on, go over here, come over here. So you sit your here.
I love Val. I love Val, man.
Kid Dog's in the building, so you know he's filling in for Dion until he get off the pot. You know what I'm saying? How you doing, brother? You look healthy, man. I see.
Trying to get back.
I see the last time you wasn't doing well, man. I'm glad to see you, my brother. Man. I was worried about you, man.
Doing a lot better.
You know?
Feeling good. Taking one day at a time.
Yeah. How's the family?
Family's good.
That's what's
Everybody's
up.
good.
That's what's good. Coming back to Dallas.
Yes.
Hey, that's it.
I'm waiting for the schedule to come out.
Okay.
Come out next week.
They went for Parsons.
Okay.
They say.
Don't pick a game.
Yeah, you know you welcome. Come to the house any day of the week, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Are you gonna get back into the game?
Nah, probably not.
I'm coaching?
Nah, health is better, man. Gotta take care of that first.
Yeah, health is always well.
You know what I'm saying? Gotta take care of that.
You're not gonna because I know basketball was your thing.
Yes, sir.
A lot of dudes don't know
Yes,
you
sir.
played for the world famous Kenny King.
Well, I didn't play. I think I played on one tournament with Kenny, man. I didn't play with Kenny. I kind of like played against Kenny.
So who you played with before that?
A lot of different teams. A-Ball, A-Rob.
It was
just to name a
crucial
few.
over there.
I played a lot of different squads, man. A lot of teams. I was out there doing my thing.
Why did you switch? How did you get from basketball into the softball?
It all started with actually like ball players. We was trying to find something to do to have some fun. So what we did, we all loaded up, went down to Modell's, bought some bats, some footballs, some gloves. We went to St. John's and had a little cookout and played a little softball. So I think we did that maybe 3-4 weekends in a row. So what happened was, Bud, you know, he's the coach of Thomas Jefferson.
Yeah. Isn't someone over there too?
Yes, absolutely. Bud said, yeah, I'm gonna put us in the tournament. And we was like, what? He's like, yo, I'm gonna put us in the tournament. 2 weeks later, man, we was in St. John's Park, man. In the tournament, man. Kenny Kings, man.
That's crazy
Kenny Kings,
that
man.
you guys was doing that.
I mean,
man.
we wasn't no good, but you know, a lot of us stuck with it, got better.
I see.
We started
Y'all
spreading out on
stuck
different
with
teams.
it.
You know, we got better. And then became a little competitive. I mean, we didn't go far in the line.
Right.
You know, we didn't go far, but we made playoffs and
Right.
did things like that. We beat a few teams out there.
Right.
Yeah, it was good. It was pretty good, man.
That's what's up, man.
Then, you know, as we went on, I jumped on a few different teams.
What other teams did you play with? I thought it was
I played with,
regulators.
I played with the Regulators.
Regulators.
I played with
That's what he broke in.
JB team. What's JB team called?
Twins.
Twins. I played with the Twins. I believe I played with them 2 years. I played with the Cubs 2 years.
So you just said, I'm sticking with this.
Dog been around,
Yeah, I
yo.
started
Yeah,
having
dog
fun
been
with
around,
it.
man.
I started having fun with it.
That's
You
what's
know,
up.
then I started getting into
So when
it.
we
So,
start out the regulators.
Mm-hmm.
you know, I wanted to play with the big boys.
That's what
Man.
Ty said, Cubs.
I
Yeah,
wanted
they
to play
shouting you out.
I wanted to play with the big boys, man.
You did it, bro.
That's what's up. You did it, bro.
I had some fun. I played with a lot of teams.
That's what's up, man.
Shout out to my man Keith.
Kiba.
He took me everywhere he went. So
That's funny.
Kiba, you owe me $350 for what you did to my shoes yesterday. I'm just letting you know you're getting the tab for that. I played in some King Griffey's yesterday, and I was not allowed. I want my bread.
Yeah, Chili.
Yeah.
yeah, man. Softball was a good thing, man. I like it, man. I like it. I'm a big fan of it.
That's what's up, bro. That's what's up, bro. I gotta get you on a full interview, though, bro.
Athlete. That's an athlete,
I don't
right?
need to get on no part-time stuff. I'm glad you're here.
Yes, sir.
I'm blessed you're healthy.
Thank
You
you.
know what I'm saying? It's always good to see you, my brother.
Always. Appreciate you,
I
man.
appreciate you, man.
Love you, brother.
Love you, boy.
That's why I had my man come through, man. Yo. Thank you.
Look, Keith said, I got you. All right, Keith, don't play with me, dude. I'm telling you.
No. Where he at?
Look, he said, I got you. Keep it where you at. You supposed to be here.
Nah, but I'm sorry. Just getting back to everything.
If you notice, he has a cup. I don't. So just
This ain't nothing but water.
Just
That's
tell
all
him.
this is water.
But it wouldn't be an interview if he didn't. Just so you know.
But I
It wouldn't be an interview if he didn't have a cup.
I tell you like this. For all the times that we played out in all these parks, man, it was great. And I'm gonna tell you another story. This was when we used to play Philly.
Mhm.
We used to go to Philly, and Philly used to come here. That was fast pitch. These dudes was bringing it. I think we had Tony Cherry on the team. We had Fatty. We had Wu. We had, I think, Foster. I think Lump, Dougie.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Butch Nelson. I think Magic was on the team. Heavy. They were playing big money on the dirt in St. John. And yo, nobody couldn't catch up with them. I was the only one catching up with them. And Yango tells me the story all the time. Said I drove in 5 RBIs. We won the game 5-4, something like that, or 5-1.
Wow.
The second game we played, we was down. I think 4-2, going to the bottom of the seventh. They brought this lefty guy in. He was supposed to be the greatest pitcher in Philly, and he was wrong. Yo, he was throwing 100 miles an hour. I was like, okay, this is me in my this is me in my prime, where I was playing hardball, so that it didn't matter what you brought to me. My wrist was, I'm gonna snap it. It's gone. Homeboy, first pitch he threw to me, high pitch, all this money on the line. Next pitch he threw to me, bro, over the firehouse across the street. Yo, that park went crazy because we won them so much money. That's what it was all about.
They wasn't expecting you to do that, though.
What? They Philly knew they had us. They said, yeah, we got them. Because nobody couldn't touch this dude. Man, come on.
Did you ever play in those games when North Carolina came down?
Yes, I did. And we played in North Carolina.
I never did those games.
Yo, you missed that.
We was always in Hampton.
Oh my God.
We was always in Hampton.
Nah, I went with them twice. To North Carolina. And them country bumpkins came out of the woods, was sitting there hitting bombs. Like, yeah, we got this. I said, all right, we ain't get up yet. Shit. Them country bumpkins sat there, they see me get up. Man, I launched that shit on the tree. They said, oh shit, yo, they can hit this like, man, then Glenn comes up, hit one. I said, look at this. We put it on their ass, bro. We put it on their ass. It was just fun stuff that we did back then, and it was great. And I just gotta tell you, my other road dog that I didn't even say nothing about, E. That Eric, nobody wanted to play with Eric. Back when he's playing with
Tribe.
Not Tribe. He was playing with oh my God. Come on, help me out. Come on. Somebody over there. The first team that he played on in St. John's. That was Sherm. That was Bones' team.
Somebody will mention it in a minute.
Oh man, they'll mention. But
Mr. Ryder, what's up, man? I gave you a shout out, Mr. Gym Teacher.
He was
Wingate High School.
He was so talented that he was the best ball player on their team, and he used to get frustrated. I was the only, and I didn't know E really like that, but uniques. There you go. Thank you.
Appreciate that, Ron. Somebody said Playboys.
and I used to pull him to the side and say, yo, bro, don't worry about that. Because he used to start arguing. I'm like, yo, come on, man, don't worry about that. So everybody was like kind of like scared to mess with him because they didn't know where he was coming from. And I didn't think nothing of it. I'm like, yeah, this motherfucker cook for cocoa, but it didn't bother me because that was just him. I could deal with that stuff.
Right.
And me and him, we hooked up, man. And I started taking him to places where I was playing ball at. We go out to Queens or wherever we playing. Yo, different person because of the atmosphere. It was different. You got away from the BS at times to go play somewhere where, yo, you're having fun. You're doing your thing. You're hitting the ball. Nobody's sitting there criticizing you. Nothing. That's how me and E, we did a trip to Boston. Yeah, we went to play with another team in Massachusetts. It was a team from Queens, and I forgot the guy's name. And
Was that the one with Marlon?
yes,
I went with y'all.
yeah, and we left. Me and him had left.
Mhm.
The thing was, like, who was it? Watson got mad at me, and he said, "Yo," he said, "How the fuck?" I said, "Yo, Al, that's not our team. What are you getting mad about?" And he had to think about it. He says, "Yeah, because they were doing bullshit." So I'm like, "You doing bullshit?" I'm like, "I'm not staying out here for this." Even Ernie was on the team. Ernie Gillette, Ernie was on the team. You know, and he said something. I told him, I said, Ernie, I said, no, I'm not coming over to Massachusetts where now you playing your people and I got to sit down. I'm like, you kidding me? I said, I could have stayed back in New York and played on my team and played 2 games or whatever I'm doing. And after a while, they understood where we was coming from with it. But yeah, we just go out there. We just did our thing, man. You know, just we did it, man. We did things that you'll never see done again.
He is definitely one of the best utility players I've ever seen.
He's
Next to, guys like Dougie.
He's one of the best, period, at whatever he does. You know, he just only started going in the pitches. The dude was a shortstop. He was an outfielder. He could go get it. He could hit. That was one thing I told him. He used to always go to right center, right field. I told him, yo, jerk the ball to left. He started jerking the ball going out the park. I said, see how easy that was? Made him a better hitter, a better person.
I told you had an influence on a lot of people's careers.
Listen, I tried.
Do you think you get the credit you deserve?
You know what? I don't know, and I really don't listen. I hear, oh, this person, that person. It's all good. I'm not worried about it. Were there other people better than me? I'm pretty sure it was. But in my mind, I know what I could do. You know, I had even my man Chuck, hell of an outfielder.
Chuck Love.
Bust that middle like a motherfucker when we go to tournament.
Boy.
Forget about it.
You definitely give him something to think about.
Yep, absolutely.
Definitely give him something to think about.
Absolutely.
Do you have any regrets in this game?
I have no regrets, man. I had fun, man. I had fun. I miss it. I wish that the league didn't go down like it did, where we could have kept that going for the younger generation to come up, our kids who wanted to play ball. We could have kept that thing going, man. Because all you did was let somebody else come in and take over our park. And you know what? You can't be mad. You can't say nothing because you gotta let it happen. We could have prevented that. You know, so when we see the other people in there, we look at them like, come on, man, really? I'm wasting my time out here. I could go somewhere else. And that's what people look at. It's not the same. It'll never be the same. Never.
What do you think Kingston went down?
When did it go down?
Yeah.
It went.
It was highs and lows.
You know when it went down? It went down when Ray Haskins left. I'm gonna be truthful. I don't care what anybody say. He was the commish, and you know what? After your championship game, you got paid. You got paid. And he kept it 100. You know, he made sure the league would run. That's all we needed. We needed somebody to just keep the league running. Yo, he's a legend. Ray Haskins. I mean, come on. You gonna disrespect that man? You can't disrespect him. I don't care who you are. You could, if you want to disrespect him, say it under your breath. But have respect for that man. That man, I don't even know what to tell you, man. That was my gym teacher, my mentor. Yo, I got all the respect in the world for that, man.
And I know you said, Ali took you under his wing. Did you have any other players before you that you looked up to?
Man, there's a whole lot of them, man. Just the Big D's, the Kokomo's, Big Morris, Wu, Kelly Utley, Tony Cherry, Richard Murray, William Murray, Heavy. Just to watch those guys, Little Mike, Boz. I mean, the names just roll. I mean,
Right.
it's amazing, and it's a beautiful thing when you're a young kid and you grow up and you sit there and watch these dudes how they play the game, and you just want to be better than them, and that's what it's all about. Don't be like them, be better. I tell anybody, don't be like me, be better than me. I ain't worth 10 cents, so be better than me. Go be 25 cents.
You definitely play like that on Sunday. We can talk about that.
Yeah, I know. I'm worth 2 cents.
Now, I know you play tournaments.
So,
Did you like that? Did you really like the tournament?
did I like the tournaments? I shine, you shine. Man, listen, I'm at the tournament the best of the best. When I'm seeing these teams coming from out of state where they saying people get flown in by helicopters and they up there busting this ball. I said, all right, they bust the ball. I said, I can bust the ball too. We got the ball busted, man. Listen, if we take our lumps, you goddamn right. You learn, that's how you learn.
BIQ, I got you, Reg.
BQE, baby.
BQE. Yeah,
That's,
I see
that's
it.
how you learn. And that team from Virginia, Hazelwood, they was the best team in Virginia. And bro, when we got them. They was shooting that middle on our pitches. When me and Forster started shooting that middle on them, they got mad. We told them, yeah, keep shooting that middle and see what happens. Now you don't like it.
We beat Allen Iverson's team too.
Yeah, we beat them.
We caught them in the tournament.
We had Southern Death from Queens. So unfortunate that we had to play the Queens team.
Yeah, we had to play them.
We had to play them. But see, that was just a setup because they wanted to get rid of one.
Yes, one of us had to lose.
Yeah.
One of us ranked 5th in the state of Virginia. There you go, Reg.
Yeah.
There you go, Reg.
And I'm gonna tell you another thing. When we beat them that year, yo, that was amazing. And I'm gonna tell you like this: when we came back the following year, the people said, "Yo, I know you. You that team from New York that beat our team." They gave us props. I was like, they remember us. Even the team Hazelwood, they remember us. They said, "Watch that guy. Watch that guy. Watch that guy." I said, "Damn, they remember us." He said, "Man, we see you hitting chicks dead to the field." I'm like, we ain't forget you. They gave us respect. We earned our respect. We got our ass beat enough, but we put it on their ass too.
That's what's up. You played with, now I'm going under you. Did you see anybody that was like you or compared to you that you respected?
Growing up, coming up.
No, like the younger guys. You see a younger guy, you're like, man, just like me. You know what I'm saying? And do you
That
ever
was
see?
the little JB. JB. I sit there and I watch him and I see how he do it, and I'm like, yo, I says, and he got power. He's a little bigger version of me, but I just say, yo, that's me, young guy that want to win, that want to play the game. That's just like when you came up, man. Watching you was an athlete. You was like Michael Jordan all in one. You was doing dunk contests, then you was playing baseball. That's what I do. I'm like, yo, you kidding me? I said, I loved it. I said, then you had your chauffeur salon with the big skirt. Oh, nobody can touch him. Get away. I'm laughing. I'm like, oh my God. Man. I'm like, this dude's a fool, man.
That's a lot. What's
Word up. He was like, no, that's my son. I got him. I'm like, all right. I said, Uncle D over here, Al. So you need this place to stay. You can come to the crib. You can stay with me. You ain't got to worry about it. And that's what you did. You stayed, yo. my kids was your little brothers and sisters. So you know what it is.
Definitely. You definitely open some doors, man. Like I tell people, you don't got my college jersey.
Yes, sir. I got it. Got it in my room.
And too many people they can say I got that jersey. You know what I'm saying?
So, but you know, those are the people that wanted to learn something from me. Or you know, there were a lot of people that came over to me, asked me questions about hitting, and I would, you know, try to help them out.
Right.
You know, and the crazy thing is, it just hit me. You know, I'm going back to the hardball days.
Mhm.
Me, Gary Madison, Wild Butch,
Crime, what up?
you know, my brother Marvin. We all played on the same baseball team. I was the youngest on that team. They recruited me to play on that team. You ask Gary Madison. Gary was the man. This one,
Stood out.
yeah. But when I say he baseball, he was that dude. Bang, bang, bang. All of a sudden, this little guy come. He's sitting like, yo, what the fuck? See, Amar, why your brother trying to show me up? You know? I said, me, well, I ain't trying to show Gary. I'm just having fun. I'm playing baseball. So I'm hitting the rock. We was in Lincoln Terrace, y'all. Bombing out, man. We had fun, man. It was, you know, those were the days, man. Can't never get back.
Okay.
You know, we could always talk about them, reminisce, you know, and for you doing what you're doing is much appreciated because nobody would know these stories.
Mhm.
Nobody would know the history of anything that's going on if you didn't have your show doing what you're doing, talking to everybody, anybody.
Mhm.
And let me tell you something, there's a lot of names that probably don't remember, a lot of ball players that I can't remember their names that were great. I'm not taking nothing away from anybody.
Mhm.
They were legends. And that's up to you to get the information from people.
Mhm.
You know, that's why, you know, you gotta get the guys like Ray Haskin, those guys that played in the 70s, you know, the late 70s, early 80s, you know. They got the history of back then if you want to take it back that far.
Right.
You know. It's beautiful, man. It's beautiful, man. But you doing your thing, man. You keep doing what you're doing, son.
Marv is on. Marv, what up?
Is that my brother?
Yeah.
Yeah, what up, bro? Text Marv too. I'm surprised he ain't called me.
He actually was supposed to be down here this weekend, but he said he had surgery on his.
Oh yeah, he messed.
Yeah, he told me. Yeah, because he was supposed to come down the same time I was
Yeah,
here.
man. It's unfortunate he messed his knee up, and he was supposed to play Tony in the tournament,
Mhm.
and then Tony and Doug went to his house.
Yeah. I saw the pictures and stuff like that.
That was cool.
I love to see my brothers together, man. That's beautiful.
Absolutely.
That's beautiful. I'm not going to keep you on too long. I know how you
Keep
are.
me on too long. You kidding me, man? Listen, man. We can keep talking, man. It don't matter to me. I'm in my crib.
Okay. Yeah, I know. See, I'm in your comfort zone. See, I got you.
Goddamn, man.
Okay. So let's go around the diamond.
Yes, sir.
We're going to do Kingston first. I need your 9 best.
I did it already.
No, I don't know what you're talking about.
My 9 best.
Yeah, for the money.
Oh my God.
If you taking that long, then we didn't do it.
Well,
I do remember being
yeah. Well, yeah. Butch Nelson, Tef, Watson. I got.
So that's short, second, and third. Who's up
I
first?
got Magic.
Who's Magic? I'm play the first.
Magic gonna be at first.
At first. Who's gonna play?
I got Bruce.
Okay, Bruce. Who's pitching?
Who's pitching? I got the elder Tef.
Tap Senior. Respect.
Kidding me? Come on.
Who's in left?
Who's in left? I'm in left.
Who's in center?
Who's in center? Derek Matamore.
It's my OG. Respect him so much. D-Mac. Shout out to D-Mac, man. D-Mac, I can't wait for that fish on July the 10th, baby.
Right there.
Who you got right?
Chuck.
He's supposed to be here, too. Yeah.
I'm gonna get you the.
Who's the coach?
Got Chuck in right?
Who's the coach? Coach is Chris.
Okay, let's go St. John. Man, 10. We're going to start behind the plate.
Where we going?
Behind the plate first.
St. John. My God, yo, you really put me on the spot. Man.
That should be easy
That's
for
a
you.
tough
Should
one.
be easy for you.
No, it's not easy because there's too many.
There's too many guys.
There's too many people.
Too many guys in the discussion.
You know, to put out that, everybody was even, man.
You could do a one
Back
and
hat, Big Jeff.
Jeff, okay.
Big Jeffrey, okay, you're genius.
Who you got first?
First base, I got Big D.
Who you got second?
No, I can't put Big D at first. I'm sorry. Go ahead. We gonna go.
Skip first?
Yeah, we're gonna skip first.
Who we
I'm
got
gonna come
second?
back to it. I got at second.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. I heard a lot of old school names.
That's Lil Mike.
Okay.
That's
Who you
a good
got up the middle?
Big D.
There you go.
That's where I was like, he said first. I was like, I knew that's where he was going.
Thank you, man.
Who you got a short?
Gotta hear that one.
You had some hell of a show.
That's a fat crime. D-Mac is definitely.
I got Boz and shot from the Renegades.
Third base?
Shot from the Renegades.
The third base?
Shortstop.
I'm not sure.
So you got A and B.
Yeah.
So you must do an A and B for first.
No. I'm gonna do an A and B for first, but
Okay.
I want to do that for them too.
Who's at third?
Who's at third? At third, oh my God.
Larry Scott, who's name?
You had Phil Hill. Who else? You had Lenny Ming.
You have Bobby Hill.
Bobby Hill.
That's Bobby Hill from the Reds.
Yes.
And Lenny Ming.
Bobby Hill and Lenny Ming.
You have Big Jeffrey too.
Yeah, Big Jeff. Yeah.
So who you got at first?
Al Lyons for
I
one.
heard about Al Lyons.
Yeah, he was a
Al
beast.
Lyons, Scooper.
In that order, I'll go with Al
And-
Lyons, Fisher, me, myself.
And Fisher and you got Chili too. Chili Mo.
Okay. Who you got in the outfield?
You got Wu. You got Ali. You got
You only got three. They ain't playing with the four that they play with now.
no. We only played with three.
I know, because they cheating right now. They playing with four people.
You got. I give it.
I wish I would have had another person next to me.
I give it Wu, Ali, and Mike from Outlaws.
So you got Ali in center?
Either or. They all can play center.
I want to throw some history at you, bro. I can go back when they didn't have no
And I want to put another name up there.
facts.
You had Bingo also.
Yes.
Problem.
So
Clifford Holder. Yep.
Who you got pitching?
I got Carbo. I got Herb Brown.
I heard he was a shortstop too.
Herb Brown.
Herb Brown
short.
had hands, man, like Al Watson.
Yes, he
He
did.
was a shortstop
Herb
too.
Brown was smooth.
He was smooth as that. Made it look so
So I said my two pitches. I said I got Carbo. There we got Carbo.
not heavy or much.
Heavy used to just give them to me. Give them to me. That's what I
The guys used to call it a ghost ball. They used to go out like a ghost.
You saw Al face when he said he used to give it to me.
Yeah, I know what
He
that
was
means.
sweet.
Like ghost
He
ball.
was sweet.
Who's the coach?
The coach was my coach, Kokomo.
Marvin?
Yeah.
Yeah. God bless his soul.
What's up?
You gotta hit me on.
Oh, and I'm sorry. And how could I forget Tony Cherry? I mean, come on.
Tony Cherry T.
Outfielders. I
That's who
mean,
you came to the league with.
I took
Marvin, man.
myself out of the equation. You got TC. I mean, come on.
Yeah, take yourself out of left field, man.
Take myself out of the equation. You got Mike from the Outlaws. You got Tony Cherry. You got Wu.
Kelly
You got
Utley.
Ali. You got Kelly Utley. I could name all these dudes.
Right.
And I'll put myself down here.
You got a camera with him?
I'll let that rock.
I'm gonna hit Al, man.
What is one of the things you can take from this game? You can say, you know what?
You got to hit Al on DH.
What can you take from the game that you're playing?
That's
You
when
say,
it
you
was
know
more
what?
competitive.
Yeah.
Nothing else left for me to do.
I just walked away. When St. John's and Kingston was done, I basically walked away. But Tony kept me going because we were playing out in Queens and Long Island. And you know what? I had so much fun. I know so many other people. I could go to the park and I see somebody I ain't seen and they remember me. You're like, yeah, come on, yo, it's amazing, man. It's the love of the game.
Yeah, man. That's what it was, man.
Love of the
You know, remember the times when they didn't have no EH or DH, bro?
game. Nothing.
Serious.
Did you ever lose the love of the game when you was playing?
Yeah, I
Who
did.
were?
I did when all the fighting and arguing started. took the umph out of it.
St. John's no water, man.
I was done. That's why I walked away from it. I left. I said, I can't do this anymore. I said, somebody's gonna sit here and get killed out here over softball because everybody gonna be a park thug. Stop that shit. There's a lot of people in that park that people don't know that was very dangerous in the street. But y'all wanna sit there, y'all wanna fucking play with them in that park. I said, be very careful who you fuck with.
It was more than just the wild bunch.
You don't know who's who.
Yeah, that park was definitely different.
You can have the serial killer sitting there watching you.
It's definitely, you already know what that is.
And dudes need to understand, you know, you go to somebody's park, you have respect for it. You don't sit there and think, oh, yeah, I'm here. You want to start arguing and cursing at people. Yo, stop that, man. Yo, we too old for that, man. Yo, we got kids out in the park. We got little kids out in the park. Yo, we come out there to have fun and enjoy. You take that umph out of the park when you do that.
Yeah.
People don't want to come out there no more. Then you wonder why ain't nobody in the park. Because you dudes want to sit there and fuck it up for everybody else. It's sad, man.
Yeah, it's
It
crazy.
really is.
It's crazy. Anything else you want to say before we close out? Bro?
Nah, man. I'm
So
good.
it's
I hope you
love,
got all the info. I hope I did a, decent,
No, they wanted to see you. They requested you.
Well, I appreciate all those who requested me. Number
This is the only way I can get you if I come back to New York and get you to sit in your couch.
Here we go with the BS, man. Listen, I got my kids here, so they sitting here looking at me like, yeah, Pop, okay, I got you. But I appreciate you.
You got your ex-teammates.
My little brother, what we doing with Hip Hop Junkies? Where can they get that? Come on in, so they get the information on
Yeah,
Instagram.
Man, let me
Come on,
get
go
some
sit
more
down.
love on this.
Get some information.
Yo, want some to eat? I miss spaghetti.
My brother Quan, how can they follow Hip Hop? Tell them about Hip Hop Junkies first.
Hip Hop Junkie is basically a blog site
Keep it short.
where you can meet all today's music executives. I give you the day-to-day plays on what's happening with all of your favorite artists of today. You can follow me on Instagram at _ the Hip Hop Junkie. Once again, that's at _ the Hip Hop Junkie. Be on the lookout. I got some merch coming. I got some apparel coming. I got some original music coming. A whole lot of stuff coming. I got a podcast coming. So, appreciate you for the look, big bro.
Oh, family got something together always.
Absolutely.
You already know what it is.
Y'all, give me them sneakers.
Get out of here.
You ain't getting these, bro.
Oh, I'm glad you said that. I like your facial expression because I got about 3 of those for you. They look like my size.
All right, Chili Mo, come in here real quick, man.
Yeah, here we go.
Really?
Chili, come on.
Man, I love you, man. I love you, man.
He got more info than I do, so
What you want to
show
talk
me some
about?
info.
We
Wow.
only got a little bit of minute. I'm not gonna stay on here too long.
Whatever you.
I got information. What do you want to contribute to the Derek Oliver? Like, what did you? You saw Dio plays. What did you
Dope,
really
you want a
respect
drink,
about him?
right?
Well, what I respect about Dio a lot, though,
No.
I watched him on a Saturday, man, back during the summer of 1986. And I was sitting on the dugout in Schenectady side, man, with the Renegades at the time, man. And, Regina's was working out. And we saw this little guy. No disrespect. Saw this short guy, man,
But he is little.
Yeah, saw this little guy, man, and all we saw, man, was the ball going off the bat, man, like rocket launchers. And everybody's like, yo, who's that? So we went down there on this other side and everything. True story. Said, Mo, God bless Kokomo, Marvin, my manager of Regina's. I said, yo, who is that? He said, that's Derek Oliver. Really? The rest is history. Soon after he, I think he was going through, the initiation, man, because that's how Regina was. Regina's, man, they would never let you know, man, that they had an interest in you. It seemed like you had to not impress, but show them what you can do.
Mm-hmm.
So, and the rest was history, man. I believe Dio won his first championship that year.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they went on and won 2 in a row. Okay. Now, another thing I would like to put out there. I don't mean to talk too much. I know you always ask guys before the closeout about give me your best 9 or 10, whatever. I recall a time in the league, man, the BISA league. There wasn't no EH or DH.
Mhm.
So who you ever had on the mound, not only they had a good glove, they had a stick too.
Yeah.
So a lot of them relied on the defense behind them and everything, you know. And, I can say which, was more competitive, whatever have you, but with the EH and DH, it made more teams a little more, competitive and everything because, guys that that you couldn't fit in,
Mhm.
at times when you wasn't able to use them, like you said, the role players,
Mhm.
they always filled in that spot.
Right.
And I've seen a lot of good EHs or DHs.
Mhm.
Um, for me, as I can recall, I think the EH or DH was implemented in the late 80s, early 90s.
Mhm.
Remind you, when I came in the league, you can ask around, whatever, if they remember, but I know for a fact, every team that I played for, I was always third or fourth in the lineup. Now, it didn't take me to make the adjustments, okay, and knew where I fit in and what my role would be.
Mhm.
Okay, that was 10 years, man, since Renegades first came in existence in '94 when I played with Regina's. I never forget, God bless, man, had a workout with Regina's. Okay, the majority of the coaches that we had and everything, they was from the Renegades, because the Renegades broke up in '93. And I was looking for a team to play with. I showed them out there Saturday and everything. All I did was went out there, work out, and did my thing, man, and the rest was history. So as time went by, Marvin came up to me. I think it was Marvin, and God bless Rico. Loved Rico. I remember a question you asked me. You said, out of all the intel and my experience and everything, there were so many coaches, Al. That's why I chose Bones.
Mhm.
But Rico, I got to put him in there. Rico came up to me, man, and he said, Mo, I'd like to ask you a question. Mo, and Coco Mo was right there. And he said, I look at what we have around here. He said, would you mind batting seventh in the lineup? I looked at him and I said, man, seven is heavy.
Mhm.
Yes, seven is heavy. And I didn't get a chance to tell you who was a part of that Regina team. We had Clem.
Lefty Clem.
Yeah, we had Clem. We had Dwight. We had this young guy. I'm trying to think of his name. He was a lefty, but he played with another level. He was a lefty, man. He had
What's the name?
that.
He was the one that his family's come from North Carolina. His family was the one that came up from North Carolina. Damn.
Forgot his name.
Andre.
Andre. Yes,
Oh,
Andre.
Andre played outfield.
Yes, he did.
Right.
Andre played center field when I joined.
But he played with what's his name before that?
Now he played with the Outlaws as well too.
Yeah, he was with the Outlaws.
He was with the Outlaws, and I'm gonna tell you something, man. They had Regina's had him in center field. You played with Dio was in left, and I'm in right. We had a guy by the name of Wash at first base. So after a while, Mo said, Chili, you go to first. I forgot who he had in right field. I mean, as years go by. But that infield we had, man. No, we had Tony Cherry in left. Was you on that team too with us, Regina's?
I was on that team.
Okay, so now, if you was in left field,
I'm trying to figure out how we didn't win. Man.
We lost the munch. We lost the munch and everything, man. And I never forget, man. The way we was assembled, man, it was crazy. I mean, like I said, on the stages, man, in the BISA, man, I was a part of some good teams.
Tough.
Some good teams. And what nobody don't tell you, Al, and like I said, I'm not the one to talk accolades or nothing. Every team that I played for, man, I batted no more than third or fourth in the lineup. They talk about lefties. I want to hit you on that lefty. I go back in that era and everything, man. All I heard, man, was Fatty. But there was some other good lefties too. But like Tony Cherry said, there's only a certain few, like a handful, that made the adjustments, man, at St. John's Park. And I always felt like this because I played with them and I played against them. Take nothing away from June, man. Awesome hitter. But tell me what June did that I didn't do. I did the same thing. He'll place that ball. I don't care how you set up and everything. Between third and short, or short in the short center, that was June all day. I did the same thing too.
Yeah, Chili, but it ain't about.
No,
It ain't about
what
what somebody or what that.
No, I'm not disrespecting enough.
No. You did what you did. A lot of people. Look, he just asked me how come people don't give me my props. Like
They don't give
I
you
heard
your
you.
props. So you know
I
what?
heard
It
you.
is
Right,
what it
it's
is.
not about what
I
they
don't
do,
worry
it's
about
what
that.
you know what you did on the
Yeah,
field.
yeah. What
Like
I
you
did.
got a
did
bunch
your
of
thing.
group, like I call them groupies.
Yeah.
I'll say that.
Yeah.
You got a bunch of groupies that support their homeboys,
Mm-hmm.
but
Yes.
they won't support the dudes that really did it.
Right.
That's right.
Right.
That's
Absolutely.
being real. Like there's
Exactly.
dudes who hate me. I really don't care.
Right.
I know I got respect
Mm.
from my peers.
Hey.
It don't
And look,
matter.
And look, if you don't like the podcast, turn the
Yeah,
goddamn.
you just
turn
tune
it-
out.
And
You
I'm
just
gonna
tune
turn
out.
it
tell you
off.
this. No,
Yeah.
I love this.
No, I'm just saying, like
Yes.
individuals,
Get me
they can just,
started.
they can just tune out. But at the end of the day, I know what the purpose is, why I do what I do,
Right.
why I do this.
Okay.
So that's why I keep doing it.
Mm.
It motivates me.
Mm.
You know what? When I hear the stories from the OGs, the younger kids that I'm starting to bring in, the reunion game that I'm doing, I'm not just doing it for me. I'm doing it for
You're doing it for
everybody.
everybody. You're doing it for
We don't get to
yes.
see each other. We got all
So
our brothers
don't
that's growing
ever
up, sisters
feel
growing
a
up.
way about anything because I didn't even want to come on and do this. I said, yo,
You know
my
what?
legacy is my legacy.
Yeah.
But he wanted to hear it, and he basically locked me up in
No,
the
I cornered
goddamn
you.
corner.
I'm gonna
And you
tell
know
the
something,
truth.
though?
I told him there's no way.
Hey.
I said I'm gonna get you. We've done it, but the thing is, we already had multiple conversations
Got you.
because he's already been a part of a lot of interviews. But I said I need him.
Yes.
He coming to
I
see
got
you.
you.
I need him
I got you.
because it wouldn't be the same without him. So that's why I'm glad I got him.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And that's why I do it.
You asked him a question about, walking away from the game. What was the question how you asked? That you asked Dio about how did you feel at times, man? You know, whatever have you.
You shouldn't feel like walking away from me.
I'm gonna tell you something, man. I'm gonna tell you something. I'm not gonna mention no name or nothing, man. Y'all all know him. Well, we had a conversation and everything, man. He asked me, he said, Mo, he said, how long it's been since you played? I said, to be honest with you, man, I haven't played since '06. So he asked me, he said, what teams did you play with? I said, I started out with Kenny Kings and I left them and went to the Posse. Okay. Now, what I recall about the Posse is the same thing I experienced with the Outlaws, man. Berto, man, was cool. So after that, man, I think at that time, what was ever happening in Kingston came over to St. John's and everything at that time before they grassed it out. I don't think Kingston, man, was ever going on after that, if I'm not mistaken. Because I remember Kenny Kings playing in St. John's.
Kingston stopped.
Kingston stopped after the Cubs' second championship they won.
Okay. That was a good team too, man.
Yeah, so
You and I talked about it. One guy that stood out to me was the guy named Reese, man. I'll never forget him.
Reese.
Yes.
Lefty.
Yes.
Kevin Reese.
Oh, Reese, man. I'm gonna tell you
Catch it,
something.
right?
I never forget, man. God bless his man. May he rest in peace, man. Butch, Eddie Smith.
Big Butch.
He came by me that winter and everything. He said to me, he said, Mo, he said, I want to bring you out, man. I got a team for you. And this was back in what, '05? I said, man, stop. He said, no, man, I'm serious, man. He said, not only that, I'm going to show you something. Man, went out to St. John's one day on a Saturday. He said, yo, watch that team down there. That's the time when Cubs was wearing red.
The red jersey.
The red jerseys. He said, yo, man, I want you to watch this particular guy. He ain't had to say no more. I already knew he was talking about this, watching this boy in the batter's box, man. He said, Mo, man, I remember when you used to do that. And at the time, I can't even recall how old I was at the time. I'm 59 now, Al, but the way he said it to me, respect. When he introduced me to Reese, I fell in love with him, man. I said, yo, my man, whatever you're doing, man, stay focused, man, and the rest is history. Yeah, that's what all the guys did, because that was done to me, when I came in.
Yeah, listen, and another person that I wanted to really shout out that was a legend, that people don't know, that don't hear, Bobby Jenkins. He's probably the best hitter.
I'm gonna hit you with this. Bobby Jenkins, right? I remember, man, when I first met Bobby Jenkins. First of all, I never told this story, but it's the truth. How I found out about the BISA, the coaches that I had from the Skulls, Blinky and Virgil. All right, it was on a Sunday.
Virgil.
It was on a Sunday. I got to thank Virgil Ivy, man, and Blinky Klingscale. Blinky Klingscale. They took me out to Red Hook one day, and it was the playoffs. And we was on Diamond C because there wasn't no game. So the only that was a playoff game, which took place on Diamond A. We standing there, we watching it and everything. It was like, Mo, you see this park? It's a big park. I was like, okay. So now, as he's telling me that, I'm looking at the two teams that's playing. The two teams that I recall playing, was the Nomads and the Reginas. The most notable one I saw on defense was Big D at short center. Yo, I'm gonna tell you something. They had Bobby Jenkins at second. They had another old timer named Cole Chiefs. He had a son named Lenny that played with me in Brownsville on in Palace. Let me see, Big D is short center. Shortstop. Help me out, Dio. Shortstop was JC. God bless his soul. JC. Third base was Big Jeffrey.
You remember Zeke?
Who, Zeke? Zeke, you talking about Zeke do? Zeke do play with Tar Heel too. He never played with Reginas.
No, I'm just saying. Zeke was.
Zeke do. Isaiah Ramsey. I remember, yeah, he's another good ball player, man. You know, matter of fact, I ran to him a couple of months ago. I'll try to hook you up with him, Al. He was a good player back then, man, with the casinos, Tar Heel too. You know, he's familiar with Lil Mike and everybody, man. He was a good ball player. But like I said, man, you know, I like to pay homage, man, to those older guys, man. Those older guys. Because I remember at a young age, man, true story, 10, 11. I told you about Bones. I remember, man, when Bones had his own team in the ball league, man, back in 1977. The name of his team was Bones. And I remember, man, the guys he had in that infield and outfield. I told you I got a fun memory when it comes to this game. I loved it. He had Wahoo in right. He had Chip in center. And he had a guy by the name of McAdoo in left. At third base, he had Hoot Nanny. Shortstop, he had his brother Don. They played at 9.
It's freaking names.
Oh, man. Second base. Oh, man. Second base. If I'm not mistaken, he either was a role player or whatever. I think his name was Panama. At first, no, I think Panama was at first. No, yeah. Hold up. Panama was at second, and they had Bones, his best friend, God bless his soul. He used to be a fireman. His name was Duggar. Behind the plate, I'm not too sure about that. On the mound, God bless his soul, Ricky Noble. Now, when I first saw Ricky Noble play, he was with Nipsey. Now, that Nipsey team in the ball leagues, I'm going to tell you this right now. They had my manager, the Renegades, Nate, on that team. But if I'm not mistaken at the time, and I'm sure it is, Nate used to work in the shoe business and everything. And he had a store downtown Brooklyn on Flatbush called Shoes and Stuff.
Yeah.
And I'm going to tell you this right now. I remember this Nipsey team. They had Jacob Father, James Maynard behind the plate, John Jr., Pop Reed Sr. that ran the Impalas, the backup Maynard. Third base at that time, they had Popcorn. Popcorn either played third or short. God bless you, had Larry Scott brother named Scotty. Larry Scott brother named Scotty. I think he played the second. At first base, you had Eddie Burt. Eddie Burt that played for the Impalas. Center field, I'm gonna tell you something. They had a whole group of ball players that y'all probably have met. I remember when they had Dinky, Ronald White, aka Dinky. He played for the Crushers.
Ronald White, Dinky.
And I'm gonna tell you something.
Brother Mike's best friend. They ran Adams together.
I'm gonna tell you something. They had Bingo, Clifford Holder, that played with the Impalas and the Outlaws. He was the matter of fact. Bingo replaced the Bones in center field. Okay, right field. They had a guy named Jesse. I don't know his last name. Okay, because sometimes they either had Blinky in right or Jesse in right. Okay, but they had a good team. I remember when Ricky Noble pitched for them too. Wop.
Ricky Noble played with me with the brothers.
Yeah.
And when I came over there to play with them, because we were playing against the Wild Bunch that day on the Sunday, where the brothers came and got me from Kokomo and said, "Yo, Mark, can we borrow Derek for this game?"
I'm gonna tell you this.
in Gersh.
Let me tell you something bad about Ricky Noble.
And hold up. And when I got there, I'm sitting there, Sal is the coach and everything, which is my family didn't realize that until years later. My nieces, that's their grandfather. So I get there, Ricky Noble sitting there, "Yo, why this dude here?" I said, "Yo, bro," I'm not here to take your job, bro. I said, "I'm just here to play ball and win a game." And you know what? After that game, that motherfucker came over and gave me a fucking big hug
All right,
because
let me share
I
this
beat the
one here.
Wild
I'm gonna
Bunch,
get-
got all
I'm
that
gonna
bread
Let's
for him.
close out.
I'm gonna give
Everybody's
out
talking.
last one.
Yeah.
The last thing I'm gonna put out there along with Ricky Noble. Everybody talk about not. I'm gonna tell you something. One thing I know. God bless Ricky Noble. Him and Chet, man, they were homies. But there was one other good pitcher, man, out in the Brownsville League, and nobody talk about. His name was Charlie Shepard, man. I don't know if he with us. If he is, if not, or may he rest in peace.
I remember
Charlie Shepard, man. You know, I won a championship against him, man, in 80. I think it was 83 or 84 when in Palace, man. He pitched for the Old Timers. Yes, he was another one that can throw it.
Yo,
Another one. Hold on.
Can I get back?
Shabazz.
Say goodbye.
Shabazz Pops. Hardy Hart.
There you go.
Hardy Gist was another good pitcher nobody talks about. Appreciate you, Al.
No problem. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you, bro.
Do your thing, baby. Excuse me, Ken.
Yes, sir.
Close out.
Even
Dave.
though this is my time, but you know, it's good to. I wanted the people that I got here to. If it was up to me, I would have had the whole park here where we can all sit here and we go kumbaya and all that.
Man, we all
won't
keep
be
it on.
here.
You know, but it's
That's one thing I
it's
love.
good
That's
to
one
see
thing I
dog.
love about you, bro.
Dog,
I love
been
about
doing
you, Al, and I'm
all
not just
the
saying
time.
it. Keeping it 100, Al. I love you for that.
That's
Dog,
family.
that's family. All day.
And I'm glad
Ken,
to
you
see
always
him
know how I
here.
roll. I'm not saying more, man. I'm good.
You know,
I threw out some things.
Yeah.
I love this.
I'm glad to see Dog here, and I appreciate everybody that signed on to listen to Al's, page and everything. And it's number love, man, for everybody's here because we've been going through a hard time with this COVID where we lost a lot of people, man, and it's been tough for all of us. But to see the people that's around now, just to show the love and it's good, man. They had a little thing for Mo Kirby Saturday in St. John's, and I seen people I ain't seen in like 20 years, man, and it was amazing, man.
Oh, I
So,
understand.
And dog came walking through, but it was like he was running through, like just to get there. When I seen him, I'm like, yo, I said, just to see him, I was so happy because I talked to him on the phone and everything. But, I thank Al for doing this, and I appreciate everybody that was here to listen, to my story and all the info that, he asked me and questions and, and for him to even interview Dog, he's gonna get Dog on, and that'll be a good interview,
He got a
Kenny was a hell of a basketball player too. People don't even know that. But I got a partner that I work with. That's my man Warren Rollins. That's my bro, my little bro, and that was his man Dog. So after I hang up, after this is over, well, I'm gonna call my man so he can get on the phone with Dog and see him because he been asking about it. But Al, I appreciate you.
Always.
Little bro.
Appreciate you.
Thank you for hoodwinking me and coming to the house.
I had to. That's the only way I can get you.
Where's your restroom at?
It's right there.
Thank you.
But I appreciate everything, man. And all those who Big John Hunter, yo. I was just sitting here. That's my bro, John. Yo, I love that dude. Yo. Oh man, I miss him, man. Yo, we just have fun together, man. We have fun together, Big John, man. Yo, got my brother, yo, Marv, thanks, man. You got Alex, love you, man. Aunt, Jamal, yo, take care of that hip, bro.
Kiba,
Nitty, Frank Nitty,
Crime,
my man Crime, that's family.
Miss Cruz,
Big Marv, hey Biscuit, go ahead, Biscuit. My man Reg, who he never.
You got to forgive me, man, when it comes to talking about softball.
It's all
I love
good,
doing
man.
that,
Respect.
man.
Respect.
Anybody that knows
Jaime,
Speedy.
Jaime's on there, Ron,
Yeah, Ron, Big Ron Lastly.
Ronnie Lashley was there.
Delroy,
Delroy. Love you, man. Keep doing your thing, man.
Ty,
what up, bro?
Big Chief.
Yes, sir. It's okay. It's the norm.
Look, Sean said, yeah, but you ain't here. You live 10 minutes. You ain't here. You live 10 minutes. No excuses. Kiba, you still ain't here.
Yo, blow him up, Al. I love my Al, bro.
You still ain't here. Y'all all live around the block.
That's what Tony told me, man.
Yeah,
That's
you
Tony,
supposed to
man.
been here,
Yeah,
Kiva.
we saw
What
you do an interview one
happened?
time.
Appreciate you, cuz, always.
Glenn Oliver
Thanks,
funeral,
Jamal.
right?
Appreciate that.
Okay. So I asked Tony.
Jeff, tomorrow I'll see you.
Jeff Rob.
Jeff, I'll see you tomorrow, Jeff.
Love you, Jeff.
He said, yo, Mo, you don't remember Al?
Appreciate you, man.
He said, I was a little guy, man.
We're gonna close out A60. Thank you to everybody that came on. Thank you to everybody that's listening. I appreciate y'all. I got a banger interview coming on Wednesday. It's a USA interview.
Uh-oh.
It's gonna be better
Stay
than mine.
tuned for that interview.
It's
I
gonna be-
already got confirmed.
It's gonna be better than
Coach
mine.
Lloyd, Coach Munch, Magic, Ray
That's what
Haskin,
Lloyd said.
and Buster. I got all
You got
confirmed
Jim Wright?
coming to this interview live.
Ooh.
A60 ain't playing games. Y'all keep thinking I'm playing. I'm about history. That's what this is
See?
about.
Not a mystery there.
See? See?
I will see you guys
See?
on Wednesday at 7 p.m.
Peace out.
Peace and
y'all.
love.
Love y'all.
Hey, yo, Al. Yo, Al, I'm going to tell you